Yo, what is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi Note 5 Pro, and today in this video I'm gonna be showing you the latest official HavocOS ROM based on Android 10, and here is how it's working. Let me show you the settings first, and in the about section, if I go into the Android version, here you will see the Android version is 10 and the Havoc version is 3.0, and the security patch is latest of November 5th 2019, and the Google Play System Update version 10. Then the build date you can see is the 7th November 2019 build, this one is, and the stock kernel is the Pixel Experience Plus kernel. And let me go back. In the system settings, there is no gestures or something, it all has moved to the customization section, which is the configuration center. So I'll show you one by one, but first let's talk about this launcher. So let me go into the settings first. This is how the settings looks like, pretty minimalistic stock launcher settings. And if you go over here, you will see that this is the Pixel launcher by default present in this ROM, and of course it does not offer a lot of customizations that I can say. To the left we have the Google Now cards, and you can swipe down anywhere on the home screen to get to the quick settings panel, and this is how the quick settings panel looks like again. There is no VoLTE icon as such, and there is no double tap to sleep or something, do not expect those, but swiping up gets you to the app drawer. And also let me tell you that as this has this Google Assistant panel, it also shows this kind of mic settings over here, or mic is enabled kind of, as Google Now is enabled I think. Let me say okay Google. So yeah, as you can see it is kind of activating itself, but I am not sure how it will work. It just showed that white top, okay Google. So it just shows this kind of white top over here, does not really activate the Google Assistant. So let me just clear the all apps from here, and this is how again the app drawer looks like. Now first things first, let's talk about what are the things present by default here. You will get this camera, which is the MIUI camera, and this should work properly over here. Even the portrait mode and even video mode etc does work super fine. So it is really good that we have MIUI camera by default. I really like this thing. And you can install Google Camera 7 if you want to. If you want to use Google Camera 7 on your Redmi Note 5 Pro, click on the card right here. You can install Google Camera 7 from that video. And now let's talk about the stock dialer here. Well, the stock dialer I tried, it does work with VoLTE calling and stuff, but there is no call recording option by default, at least here. Now this is the stock wallpaper present over here, and if you go into the settings, into the configuration center, you will find all the customizations up there. Now let's go to the status bar. We have the brightness control, so you have this brightness control option, so it really helps in day-to-day usage. And there is double tap to sleep on the status bar. And talking about the fingerprint scanner speed, here is how the fingerprint scanner speed fares. Let me show you again. So the fingerprint scanner speed, I would say it's pretty decent, not bad at all. Now let's go to the bottom. We have the network traffic, status bar icons, and from here you can enable the headset, Bluetooth, etc icons like Wi-Fi, etc. And there is 4G icon instead of LTE. Then roaming indicator, Bluetooth battery status, etc. are there. In the quick settings panel, we have the tile title and vibrate on toggle touch. You can customize the column and row numbers from here of the quick settings panel, of course. Then there is the brightness slider position on top or bottom, you can choose it, or you can totally choose it to be hidden. Then we have the auto brightness icon option. Now in the ambient display, we have the battery level, then always on display if you want to use that for some reason. Then we have the double tap to check phone over here of the ambient display, and hand wave and pocket detection is there for the ambient display. And in the button section, we have the power menu, and from here you can enable the advanced reboot, and even advanced reboot from lock screen option is there. So let me show you the advanced reboot option. Here it is, and you can directly reboot to recovery, fast boot, etc. options, pretty convenient. And long press for torch is there. Let me show you if it actually works. So as you can see, it just works properly, no issues whatsoever with the long press for torch gesture. Now we have the volume rockers here. We can change the volume steps from here. A lot of customizations regarding this volume panel, and you can expand it like this, and it works flawlessly, no issues whatsoever with the volume. Now let's go to the gestures, and here we have the system navigation gesture, which is this gesture navigation of Android 10, and I have been using it. It is working fine. And there is also this 3-finger screenshot gesture, so that is really good. And over here in the navigation section, we have this invert layout option. In case if you are using the on-screen navigation buttons, you can invert their layout. And in the lock screen settings, we have the double tap to sleep. Then if you scroll down, you will see pocket detection, fingerprint authentication, vibration and stuff. But let me tell you, there is no always unlock with the fingerprint scanner option. You have to enter the pin once after you reboot the device. And in the lock screen section, we also have this charging info. This works fine, no issues. And in the notification section, we have this charging LED, then heads up and in-call vibration options, vibrate on connect call, then call waiting, disconnect, etc. options are there. And in the animation, it is totally blank. And in the battery settings, we have the auto on battery saver mode. In MISC, we have the disabling wake up on charge option. So that was it regarding this configuration center thing. And if you go into the battery, we have the battery percentage showing up option up here, as you can see. And the battery life should be pretty good, not bad at all. It can definitely last you about 6+ hours of screen on time with ease. And in the display settings, we have the night light option. I can turn it on and show you. Now we also have the live display option here, so color calibration of the whole screen RGB control is there. Then we have the hue, saturation, intensity and contrast option for whole screen control. Now if you scroll down, you will see there is lock screen display. You can enable it if you want to for new notification and stuff. And double tap to wake is there. Let me show you that if it actually works. So as you can see, double tap to wake for the ambient display is working fine. Now if I double tap, well, it's not kind of showing up, but yeah, double tap to wake should be working fine. And in the style and wallpapers, we have this kind of styles option. You can even customize a style like this. You can choose any fonts from here, as you can see. Then you can customize these kind of icons and stuff if you want to. So a lot of customization options are there, no issues regarding these. And dark theme, you can enable it. Then accent color options are there if you want to choose it to be red. And as you can see, the accent colors has turned into red. So yeah, the accent colors are working fine here, no issues whatsoever with that. Let me choose it to default. Then we have the headline or body font option, and icon shape options are there. Let me go back, and in the sound settings, let me show you. To the bottom, you do not get any Mi audio direct or something as of right now at least. And there is the touch vibration, screenshot sound, charging vibration, etc. disabling option. Vibrate for calls of course is there, and vibrating and stuff like that are working fine. Now let's talk about the flashing procedure of this ROM. Well, let me tell you that you just need to be on Pi firmware to flash this ROM, and make sure you have Pi firmware supported TWRP. So once you have made sure of those things, just flash the ROM file, and then you need the bit.gapps file. As of right now, there is no OpenGApps, I think. So you need the bit.gapps file, I'll link it below. Flash the SW version which has the setup wizard so that you can set up the ROM before using it. So that's one thing to mention, and that is it. Nothing else you need to flash. You just flash the ROM file, GApps file and reboot for the Redmi Note 5 Pro at least. And one more thing, if your storage is not decrypted, make sure you have decrypted storage, or else just format the storage if you are not sure about it, with the TWRP recovery of course. Now let's talk about some more things like the IR Blaster over here. So IR Blaster is working fine. I did test it and it is working fine with this LED RGB remote app, and Google Pay is working right out of the box. You don't need to worry about it. You don't even need to disable the phone and SMS app permission from the Google Play services. So that's a good thing. Now let's talk about the performance here. Day-to-day performance, I would say it's pretty decent, not bad at all. Let me open some of the apps and show you guys the app open up speeds and the RAM management here. Let's open Play Store. Now this remote app, well, it was already opened. Now let's open this dialer app. So let's open all the apps from memory, and as you can see, the animations here are pretty smooth. No issues whatsoever regarding the animations. And I know these are really few apps, but this is just to show you guys that all the app stays in memory here, and the app open up animations are working fine too. The performance over here is really great. Well, why I am saying this, let me show you the Android score. So as you can see from here, on this Redmi Note 5 Pro, I have got about 1,40,000 of Android score. So this does make a really great difference on the performance here, and it does show up in day-to-day usage that the performance of this ROM is really great. No issues whatsoever, at least as of right now. I did not even face any random reboots or something. And in terms of gaming performance or something, if you are worried about it, let me open PUBG and show you guys how is the settings. So in this ROM, it is not the best settings that you can get, of course, but you do get this smooth and medium, then balanced and medium, and that is all. You cannot play on HD, but yeah, that is how it is with the stock kernel, at least as of right now, that up to you can play PUBG on smooth and medium. So you may ask, who is this ROM actually made for? Well, let me tell you that if you are someone who want to use Android 10 really like with customizations on your Redmi Note 5 Pro, this is one pretty great ROM to try. Because it has customizations, you can use double tap to sleep and stuff. You can use this like brightness gesture from the status bar. You have a lot of options with like Android 10 here. So that's a great thing. But if you're someone who plays a lot of PUBG, let me tell you that you will be disappointed with the medium settings here. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel down there if you have not yet. This is Tito from KD and Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.